I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Friday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fit. It's the fifth contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Brown. Johnson is out there with Embiid. Then there's Irving. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. And for Detroit, we've got Gasol. West out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Dumars in at the shooting guard. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Now here's West. Pass to Dumars. Ball outside. 4 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Johnson. Brown outside. Irving looking over the floor. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Johnson. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And Dumars gets it to go.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Pass to Brunson. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's Brunson missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Launches a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Paul. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Team second. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Johnson finds Brown. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Brown the pass to Embiid. The 3 from Johnson.
There's a reason this guy has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. How much pressure can he guard with? My goodness.
And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Magic Johnson the bucket on the assist by Brown.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Those are chances
Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count it.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Ball surveying the floor. Driving inside. Here's Gasol. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Here's Brunson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pacers.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
That one falls for Brunson. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of the entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
Now here's Leonard. Scoreless thus far. Ball outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. Over Brunson. And Paul gets it to go in.
There is a relentlessness to what Chris Paul does. This guy works at his own pace, wears you out, searching for his shot.
Paul against Brunson. Pass to Embiid. Back to Brunson. Embiid sets the pick for Brunson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Dumars. Ball outside. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And that one, good.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Johnson with it. Pass to Irving. And Brunson has it in the corner. Johnson kicks to Brunson. Johnson outside. Detroit with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Checked in for Joe Dumars. And a change for the Pacers. Siakam's checked in. Leonard dishes to West. Ball outside. Pass to Leonard. Johnson with some nice D.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Back to Brunson. And here's Irving. And it's sent back by West.
And all about timing for West on the block. He anticipates the shot and acts at just the right time.
Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Pacers. It's a three-point game. Outside Irving. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Fades. Rebound by the Pistons. It's Collins, high post. Johnson on him. Back to Collins. Pass to Leonard. And taken away by Johnson. Brunson, right side. Now, here's Siakam. Knocked away. And now, here comes Collins leading the break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, passing is what has defined Chris Paul's career, and boy, does he have a way to get his teammates involved.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And it's tied up with that one. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Makes it off the glass. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Chris Paul is as competitively tough as they come. Good finish on the interior.
Johnson, the pass to Siakam. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
For Detroit, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now, here is Irving. Brunson kicks to Siakam. Ball against Brunson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Brunson's got 5.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Here's West. The Pacers pull it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
And the Pistons making a change here. Conley's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Austin Reeves in for Irving.
The nickname is the Claw. Kawhi using those claws to get past that defender.
And here are the Pacers now after the basket by Detroit. Embiid finds Siakam. Embiid with the screen on West. Back to Embiid. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. For Detroit, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Johnson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Reeves outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Now, here's Collins. He has 6. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Embiid, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Lets it go from deep. Collins, good. Collins has got 9 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Johnson kicks to Embiid. Siakam outside. Embiid sets the pick for Siakam. Back to Embiid. Reeves outside. Johnson right side. Clock at 4. Siakam finds Johnson. Out to Hayward. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Conley feeling it out. Kicks it out to Collins. And another 3 for Detroit.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session. But he's just not getting enough help.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Brunson outside. Pass to Horford. Kicks it out to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 8 points for him.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the 3-ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
Now here's Barnes, covered by Siakam. Conley against Brunson. Conley's shot is off. Pacers leading by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson, the pass to Brunson. Back to Johnson. Outside, Horford. Here's Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, there's a savvy, a cleverness to what Jalen Brunson does to the defender. That pump fake, too good.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. That one falls for Brunson.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Now here's Conley. Still scoreless. Shoots over Brunson. Conley dishes to Gasol. Great look there, but off target.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Pistons trail by 7. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Austin Reeves. Siakam is out there with Bridges, and it's Hayward, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Collins wide open, he fires. Good on the triple. Collins has got 15.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Brunson. Indiana moving it around. 5 to shoot. Reeves finds Brunson. No good with the triple. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 4. And the shot goes down.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking you in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit.
I'll tell you, once Marc Gasol gets to the rim, turn the lights out.
When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Here's Conley following the score by Indiana. On deep, Collins. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Now here's Brunson. He has 7, and there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Dumars, he's checked in for Detroit. Indiana also making some changes. Horford comes in for Miles Bridges. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Siakam against Elliott. Here's Brunson. The kick out to Brown. Horford inside the line. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Dumars misses.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Reeves finds Brunson. Stolen away. Conley against Reeves. And it's Conley penetrating. Misses from close range. Indiana trailing here. Brunson, left side. Back to Horford. Jacks up a 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Leonard, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And Indiana with the change here, too. Magic Johnson, he checked in for Austin Reeves. The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And here's Leonard from 3. Pacers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Collins. Gasol deciding where to go with it. Here's Elliott. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. Elliott's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons. Here's Johnson. 8 points for him. And Horford wide open. He shoots. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, this is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
Here's Elliott. Some solid defense from Brown. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Inside, it's tipped. Horford kicks to Johnson. Dumars the pass to Leonard. Here's the teardrop. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Pistons. Now Collins. 18 points for him. And here's Leonard. Puts up a deep three. Missed that one. Still looking for his shot. Just 2 for 9. Brown the pass to Brunson. Rejected by Gasol.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
Pass to Collins. Back to Leonard. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now, Brunson. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Brunson the pass to Brown. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam inside the three-point line. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Pistons trailing. Leonard dishes the ball. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Brown. Kawhi with the flush.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Moving against Dumars. Irving kicks to Siakam. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Pistons. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Paul. Oh, Leonard in position. It's stolen by Brown. They're running. And here they go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Dumars. Pass to Leonard. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The kick out to Brown. Back to Johnson. Siakam outside. Here is Hayward. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Brown. Covered by Elliott. And it's Brown missing. Detroit has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Irving against Dumars. Driving the lane. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mike Conley. What's the news, David?
The guys had a moment to catch up with the Pistons' head athletic trainer. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now, they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. This is certainly not the way they wanted to begin the season. I guess it's never too early to start tinkering with the lineup. Guys?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
And, Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Pacers trail by 3. Johnson, the pass to Hayward. And good coming off. The assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, this is why it's important that Gordon Hayward continue to space the floor. When he's hitting from distance, boy, it unlocks every aspect of his game.
Now, here's Dumars. He has 5. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. The rebound by Johnson.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the wing, Irving. Siakam sets a screen for Irving. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on pick and roll, and it led to the score.
And Dumars gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson, the pass to Siakam. On the wing, Irving. To the inside. Pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. Johnson's got 12.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Here is Sigma. The kick out to Dumars. Pass to Sigma. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Leonard from 3. Hayward with some nice D.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Picked him clean. Here is Elliott. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Dumars. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Dumars got it all tied up now for Detroit.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Johnson.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. Substitution on the floor.
19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Irving, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Leonard on the wing. Unable to get that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 2. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. With this team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to the details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. Now thinking about the shot. Oh, you almost had it. One more time. A round of applause for our contestants.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw disparity. That's a difference in the game. And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Pistons trailing. Paul out there with Joe Dumars. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's West. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Here's Gasol. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
How about the hustle from Marc Gasol, just working the glass to perfection.
Irving with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Joe Dumars. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one.
What's amazing about Kyrie Irving is if you ask a broad section of players who their favorite is to watch, many will tell you it's Kyrie.
Dumars dishes to Gasol. Pass to Paul. Gasol setting the pick for Paul. Leonard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops that one in. Leonard's got 8 points.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Leonard. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And Indiana shooting reasonably well, 45%. Brown wide open, he fires. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
Gasol with the steal. It's Dumars on the wing. They get it again and finished off by Gasol.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Detroit. Here's Brown. Rejected by Gasol. And here we go. The Pistons fast break and the wide open shot from Paul. Here's Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
And the Pacers doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And now, it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
The need thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Chance to check out the stats for Jalen Brunson. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 28 points per clip last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Brunson the pass to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
In West now, top of the key. Can't cash in from the high post. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's Brunson missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And there it is for him.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Johnson sets the screen for Brunson. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Dumars. Leonard inside. He's covered by Brown. That one good for 2. Gasol's got 8 points.
And, you know, we may see Gasol all over the court, but he's still best inside. Has an array of post moves, plus a beautiful touch.
Now here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. They double-team Johnson. Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Pistons. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. A bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has 0 fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Pacers trail by 5. Now here's Irving. 10 points for him. Embiid. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchy.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
So it's the Pacers now, following the 3 by Detroit. Brunson kicks to Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 15. Rest outside. Shot clock at 6. From 18 feet away. It's rebounded by Indiana. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. From deep, Brunson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Johnson.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Pistons passing it around. Leonard with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 18 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Johnson kicks to Brunson. Pass to Irving. Johnson surveying the floor. The kick out to Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on David West. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taking tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Detroit making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Shots good from West.
In the paint, West has a great mix of size and flexibility, so he has multiple ways to get around the defense.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 12. Brunson goes in. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. So it's Detroit now. They lead by 4. Hall finds Gasol. Collins against Irving. Now here's Leonard. Guarded closely. Paul with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Brown outside. And Brunson has it in the corner. He takes it in. Pass to Irving. Embiid with a screen on Collins. Irving. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Johnson, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Number 42, Magic Johnson.
2 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Gasol with the rebound. Pistons leading by 4. Collins looking around. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Irving against Collins. Embiid, the pass to Brunson. Siakam sets a screen for Brunson. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Elliott's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Embiid. And it's Austin Reeves in for Magic Johnson. Elliott kicks to Leonard to the middle. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Leonard. Paul's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
The Pacers are gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Collins against Irving. And there's the drive. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Collins dishes to Paul. Pass to Elliott. A 3-ball. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Pacers trail by 9. To the paint. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Leonard the pass to Collins. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Jalen Brunson caps off the break.
Oh, my goodness. Brunson leaving everyone behind on the one-man play.
Paul against Brunson. Elliott kicks to Paul. Pass to Elliott. Leonard on the wing. He's got 21. And he comes up with the deuce.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Irving. Hayward right side. Stolen by Collins. Now Paul. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now it's an 11-point Piston lead. guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Joe Dumars, he's checked in for Detroit. In Indiana with a change here too. Brown's checked in. Now here's Dumars. He's got 12. Pass to Gasol. Over Siakam. It's Gasol missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Brunson kicks to Brown. Now Hayward. He's covered by Leonard. Indiana moving the ball away. Brown the pass to Reeves. Now Brunson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's 17 points here for Jalen Brunson. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Pistons. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Siakam is out there with Hayward. Then there's Brown. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. Dumars against Johnson. Pass to Leonard and taken away by Magic. Hayward passes to Siakam. It's Brown on the wing, covered by Elliott. And it's Brown missing. Pistons leading by 6. Down low. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Hayward. And here is Johnson. Over Dumars. Johnson can't hit.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Collins. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Brown. Here's Johnson, covered by Dumars. Siakam screen on Dumars. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Johnson.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Collins dishes to Dumars. The Pacers pull it in. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Siakam outside. Brown finds Hayward. Left side, Brown. 5 to shoot. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Pistons leading by 4. Leonard with a screen on Johnson. Dumars the pass to Leonard. Over Hayward. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
The kick out to Brown. Back to Johnson. Pass to Hayward. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
Maggotti's checked in for Elliott.
Now returning on the floor for your
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here is Brown. On the wing, Johnson. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Reed. For 3, Hayward. It's hauled in by Sikma. Sikma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pacers trail by 4. Inside. Here's Siakam. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The Pistons making a change here. West is checked in. Embiid, he's checked in for Indiana. Dumars against Johnson. West up on top. Dumars kicks it to West. Collins has got room. Drops one in from the wing. Collins has got 20 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now, here's Brown. Here's Embiid. And here's Reeves outside. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Three-pointer. And Joe Dumars the bucket on the assist by Collins. And the Pistons lead by 7. Dumars against Johnson. Siakam, right side. West with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Dumars, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Marcus Gasol's checked in for Detroit. Chris Paul comes in for Kawhi Leonard. The Pacers also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Siakam. Irving comes in for Austin Reed. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Johnson. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Pacers trail by 9. Brunson with it. Gasol covering. Out to Hayward. West with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Paul. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Irving passes to Embiid. Back to Irving. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Gasol. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And here's Collins from outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Hayward a screen on Dumars. A deep three from Irving. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
West outside. Paul against Hayward. Tries the spin move. Paul's shot is off. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Brown. David West grabs the miss.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Collins finds Paul. Back to Collins. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Collins against Irving. Paul for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Irving for 3. It's all in by Dumars. Dumars got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's West, and the dunk by West.
Putting his agility to great use on that jam. West can just pop off the floor.
Here's Irving. Brunson outside. Here's Embiid. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Collins. The Pacers also with a sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Paul. And here's Leonard from three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Irving with the ball. Embiid sets the pick for Irving. To the inside. Rim locker, Joel Embiid.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision making simply outstanding.
Detroit leading by 6. Now here's Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
Here's West.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Brunson the pass to Brown. Now Johnson. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Johnson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. The Pacers pull it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Johnson finds Brown. Connects on the 17-footer.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Pistons leading. Paul dishes to Gasol. Pass to Dumars. Paul left side. West a screen on Brunson. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Brown. Irving passes to Embiid. Johnson against Dumars. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Brunson. To tie it up. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Ball against Brunson. Paul dishes to Gasol. Paul outside. Again, the miss by Paul.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Johnson. Over in the corner, Brown. Johnson sets the screen for Brown to take the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And really the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Brunson. Kawhi confident inside.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Brunson outside. Back to Irving. Out to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Johnson. It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Paul. And here's Dumars outside. Connects from downtown.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Dumars against Irving. It's Brunson, top of the key. Brown outside. The 3 from Johnson. Connects from three-point range.
Big shot maker. When the game heats up, so does magic.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Now here's Leonard.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Pass to Leonard. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Outside Irving. The 3 from Johnson. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. They've got Magic Johnson, Jalen Brunson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Embiid, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's West after Magic Johnson's bucket over Irving. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid. Brunson with it. Gasol covering. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul.